It's on the entrepreneur's top 500 list for
Wow.
2023. 1.5 million average gross sales for the top 25%. That would be identified in something called the item 19, which is the franchise disclosure document. So
Mhm.
the top quartile of these franchise units are doing 1.5 million average gross sales as of 2023. And then here's the best part. Average investment to get started in owning this franchise is about $100,000. And that's
Mm.
if it has an investment range of between about 88,000 to 150,000. But
Nice.
you can start from home, so you don't need a brick and mortar location. So if it's
Mm.
non-brick and mortar, you can start this business for about 100 grand.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
can finance up to about 90,000, so I can do 90% of the cost. So
Oh,
where else
wow.
can you start a business for 10 or 12 grand out of pocket, right?
I'm in, bro.
So the point is anybody could own a business. Anybody.
Yeah.
There's businesses out there. So why do I like pest control? First of all, this company does rodents. It does all the pest control. They have the natural, so it's not all the poison that you're spraying and contaminating.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of different pests, bed bugs, all that stuff. They take care of the gamut of different industries, even like removal, snakes and wildlife
Yeah.
and stuff that comes to the house. So
Mm.
why this brand? This is why I like it the best
Mhm.
as far as pest control industry. They do residential, they do commercial, and they also specialize in government contracts.
Government. Oh.
They have somebody in their corporate office that is scouring every available government contract because they have to put these out for bid.
Mhm.
This franchise has been doing government work for 25, 30 years.
Wow.
This is the model I like. And why I also really like this business model is because it's recurring revenue. Typically,
Yeah.
about 80% of the residential clients are recurring, right?
Every
Like,
6 months, every 3 months. I know, like my wife, and a lot of time you have to schedule them way in advance. Both the demand is so high. Actually, we were just dealing with this last week. My wife and I, we needed somebody because we found 2 rats dead in our pool. So we said, oh no, we got to bring them back. So you're right.
yeah, so no brick and mortar requirements. Eventually, when you grow the business big enough, you're going to have a brick and mortar location.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
in the beginning, even if you're struggling and you're like, what am I going to do with my life because I'm not getting where I need to be with my job at the corporate world, or potentially you want to diversify, you can own a
Mhm.
franchise model like this pest control business. And what I like about it, it's recession resilient. It's got
Mhm.
recurring revenue. It's very low overhead, very low startup costs. This is
Yeah.
what I would consider one of the top business models to look at. Now, every state's different as far as getting your license to be able to
Mhm.
spray pesticides and stuff. They
Yeah.
have somebody on staff. You can actually even use a license and pay somebody that's got the license, depending on how
Mhm.
hard it is to get until you get
Mhm.
yours. So you can be up and running in probably 60, 90 days with this business. And literally can finance 90% of costs. So like for 10 or $12,000, you can be up and running. You can have your truck, you can have 40 grand of working capital. There's really no excuses. There's other business models out there. This was just an example. We do a
Mhm.
lot of stuff in vending. Vending is
Oh,
another great business
yeah.
model. With a company we work with, they actually go and they place the vending machines for you. They
I
guarantee you a
see.
certain amount of ends. If people are familiar with Section 179 and bonus depreciation,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
very simple. You spend about 1 hour per week per machine.